Good morning. It's Friday, 11/11/11, Veterans Day. I'm Maria Niter.
And I'm Chad Pline in for Paul. Overnight with the mercury near freezing, it's hard to imagine what must be like to wake up with just a blanket or a sleeping bag outside keeping you warm.
That's the harsh reality of life for countless people in the Ozarks. KY3's Sarah Forhetz explains how one Springfield couple is making it their mission to change that. Sarah?
Good morning, guys. The Missouri Hotel is the most well-known homeless shelter in Springfield. It's been at capacity for the past 2.5 years. Hundreds want to sleep in those warm beds, but the waiting list averages 280 people. The sad reality is many people live from paycheck to paycheck, and they're just one mishap away from being homeless themselves. It's tough to say just how many people call these woods home, but it's enough to create a beaten down path.
There are a lot of homeless people out there, honest ones.
Mary Ray comes and goes from this place. That's become her home.
And it's hard. But, you know, like I said, you know, I try to make a good situation, a bad situation into it.
She lost her husband to cancer 4 years ago. She says she couldn't find a job after his death and quickly became homeless. She's been in these woods ever since. The hardest part, knowing winter is coming.
So what you see is what you have, right?
Yeah.
She's hoping to add to her stash by saving every penny she can scrape together.
Hey, at least I'm going to get ready for the winter. You know, it's about $65. They got, well, here at Walmart, they got tent heaters for about $58, but with tax and everything, about $65.
Her shoes, a few articles of clothing, and her big bag of cat food.
That's the only thing I really got left in the way is my animals. I've got kids, they don't care. My animals love me unconditionally.
Mary's cats are hiding from us today, but what our cameras did catch is something extraordinary.
Our job is to show them love, don't judge them, don't scold them.
It's the heart of Dennis and Becky Code.
Mary, this is what I have for you today. Of course, you know, we always make burritos. That's what I do through the week. I make burritos and I start handing them out. So I got you some burritos today, got you some more water. You told me you like this stuff, so I brought that. Don't you?
Oh, yeah.
You said you like chocolate sweets. I brought you some of that.
He's the guardian angel, and his wife.
A lot of them.
Dennis says he can't not help. He believes it's why he exists. He makes his rounds into alleys in town, into the woods, and into any homeless camp he can find.
We just got to do it. It's just planted on our heart. We cannot stop.
What he gets.
He brings us the food, you know, when he has it, you know, sometimes he runs short, you know.
Bless you.
He gives, and he gives more than just bread alone.
You have to put hope into somebody before they'll change. You can't expect somebody to change and then get hope. That's what society really needs to know. A lot of these people have been beat up so bad.
Dennis knows from experience. He too was homeless for many years after spending a decade behind bars.
And it was rough, and I was an alcoholic, and I was a heroin addict at that time. I was determined to make it. Someone came to my life like I'm coming to these people. And someone pumped hope back into me. And I got that hope, and I got sober. And I just want to do what other people has done for me.
What he wants the world to know is one person can change a life, and not everyone on the street is a lost cause.
Believe me, that is a blessing.
Sometimes I come out here, we have to be a peacemaker.
Beyond Mary's camp, Dennis says it's too dangerous for us to go. He's been there, trying to give hope to those folks too. If he and his wife aren't out wandering, you'll find them at the Veterans Coming Home Center, as it's called, near downtown Springfield.
Me and Becky are here because we love every one of y'all. Y'all may not believe that, but we do. We love you.
Shout out!
More than 100 line up here on a daily basis, enjoying Dennis's food. Sometimes it's a hot meal, a cold drink, and always chatting with others who are homeless. Dennis and Becky have no plans to stop what they call the Lord's work.
Doing okay today?
Ever.
And they show me that God loved me, and that's when I set my alcohol down, that's when I set my drugs down, and that's when I stopped 20 years ago.
It is an adventure. It's our journey. Each time we go out, we just expect something good to happen, and it usually
And it does.
Living proof that not all who wander are lost. And a community group did a homeless count about 4 months ago. It showed the number of people homeless right now is greater than in the last decade at least, and the imminent risk of becoming homeless is the greatest right now. Sadly, the count also showed an increase in the number of homelessness among young people ages 17 to 22. A lot of those people reporting that they actually aged out of the foster care system and are now on the streets.
Many of the homeless are veterans. We remember that on this Veterans Day, and you have information about some outreach programs available.
Yes, right now that Veterans Coming Home Center is still open in downtown Springfield. It's been in the news for other reasons, but it's open. You can basically do everything that you could do in a house, live there, other than sleeping there overnight. It is not open overnight. And they also have some recovery programs and then some job training programs for veterans.
All right, Sarah Forhetz for us this morning. Thank you so much.